Moving on to agenda item number 32, report from National Covenant Properties. The moderator recognizes President Peter Hedstrom to share what is happening within their ministry, but first we are going to watch a video.
What is your church doing to reach your neighbors and to become a relevant meeting place in your local community? Since 1970, National Covenant Properties has been serving individuals, congregations, and organizations who share our commitment to kingdom building today, tomorrow, and for generations to come. The Great Commission encourages us to go and make disciples, and our goal is to help your ministry grow. The Real Estate Services team at NCP offers customized coaching and individual attention to help your church make the best decisions for your situation and unique facility-related project, and to develop a church building which will be a tool for ministry 7 days a week and available to your neighbors and community. When you sense God calling your ministry towards program or facility growth, you need a ready partner. We're here for you, so that together we can build for the future. Our history, understanding of the challenges and continued changes to ministry, and experience in church lending allow us to understand church properties and finances. We're here to collaborate with you, join you in prayer, and walk with you through the entire property acquisition, facility improvement, and financing journey. Since there are many available options to invest your money, NCP appreciates being the financial partner of choice for mission-minded investors, churches, and organizations affiliated with the Evangelical Covenant Church. We appreciate assisting you in your commitment to sharing the good news, to demonstrating financial and real estate stewardship, and to investing in fruitful, community-focused ministry initiatives. National Covenant Properties. You invest. We lend. Ministry grows.
Madam Moderator, good morning, delegates. It's great to be here and to celebrate all the wonderful things that are happening in our denomination, and we're touching so many people. My name is Peter Hedstrom, and I have the privilege of serving as the president of National Covenant Properties, and to work with a great team and to work with a lot of great churches and church leadership in our denomination. In everything that we do, Okay, I want to move back one. Can we do that? All right. We have the right slide. Thank you. In everything that we do, we focus on connecting mission-minded covenant investors with covenant kingdom projects. I'm able to stand here today because of the vision of Robert C. Larson. Dr. Larson, yeah, clap for him. Dr. Larson, or Robert, or Bob, as we call him, had a passion for church planning and served as a church pastor for 10 years, and then for 55 years he served faithfully the Covenant and NCP. He founded NCP in 1970. He served as the executive church secretary of the ECC. He was our first president of National Covenant Properties, and he was on our board of directors until he resigned in January of this year. On May 18, 2024, this past month, Robert Larson went home to glory. And while we all miss him, we are grateful for the impact that he had on so many of us on staff, fellow board members, and we celebrate the ministry that is happening at so many Covenant churches, because he found the ideal location for that church to do ministry, or he helped that church with its first loan for its first facility. As the former president of ECC told Bob's wife, Novella, Bob is the giant in the covenant corner in heaven. Robert C. Larson left a huge legacy in the covenant. Peace to his memory. I'm fortunate to serve with a great team which has a combined 135 years of service at NCP. Many of them are here this weekend. I hope you have a chance to come to our booth, talk to them. We'd love to hear your story. We'd like to find a way that we can collaborate in ministry with you. And I know you picked up some of our swag. We're running a little low on our sweatshirts. And maybe next year we'll have some NCP bow ties. So as all of you know, our theme passage this week is Acts 2:42 through 47, faithfully forward. And I'd like to share some things that NCP has been encouraged and inspired in these 5 areas by serving our covenant family. Some of you may think that will take a while, 5 points. I'm a PK with a finance background. I wouldn't even know how to turn 5 points into a 45-minute sermon. So shout out to all the PKs out in the audience. The first one is generosity. And we are thankful for all our investors, 4,000 plus investors, very loyal, that support the mission of National Covenant Properties. As our ministry partners, your investments in NCP is the reason we do what we can do what we can do. Is the reason we can do what we do, sorry. And without your participation, we would not be able to serve or assist the covenant churches and all the affiliates with their funding needs to fund their properties and their facilities where they do ministry. So thank you very much. Very important, and we're grateful for your generosity. As Bob Larson said in the beginning of the early days of NCP, when they were trying to build the investor base, we have great loan rates, but no money to lend. Today, we have great loan rates and money to lend. So thank you very much for investing in National Covenant Properties. Secondly, we invest in teaching and leadership of the development of covenant churches. And in partnership with all our conferences and with Cape and Krause, we offer financial real estate training with the objective of assisting churches to become healthy and missional. If you are interested in learning the best practices in the areas of church finance, internal control, and ministry-focused budgeting, I would encourage you to look at the insert in the delegate book to see where the upcoming seminars are. You can look at that a little later, maybe not during the next speaker's presentation. And many of your colleagues and churches have already participated in the 25 seminars that we have offered so far. So thank you. I want to thank you for investing in your ministry by attending these seminars. Another area of teaching is that our real estate services team continue to be busy coaching and consulting church leadership regarding church facilities and real estate matters. Every church and every location is unique, and the objective of our team is to work with covenant leaders to offer perspective and input how to create a relevant church facility and a tool for ministry based on the vision and needs of the local church. So if you are considering how to better use your resources to connect with your neighbors and become a relevant meeting place in your community, our team would love to talk to you. Dream and consider options for you how to use your unique circumstances. As a result of the partnership with our investors and churches, we currently have 250 million loans to about 250 churches. And at any given time, we are working on many real estate projects. And this past year, our team worked and collaborated on 34 exciting facility projects for about $33 million. As we reflect on the legacy of Bob Larson, during the 55 years, NCP has paid $330 million in interest payments to our covenant investors. We have provided $1.1 billion in loans, 1,500 loans to covenant churches. But more importantly, the participation and partnership by our covenant family has led to more missional covenant churches, more transformed lives and disciples, and more relevant impact in our community, which are the main reasons NCP exists. As the other key themes in the verses in Acts are community, fellowship, and worship. We're fortunate to work with many great projects and loans where those aspects are clearly displayed by the churches. On this slide, you will see one of many examples of a church dreaming about how to convert and effectively use the facility as a place for community to gather, to offer fellowship and connection with other believers, as well as neighbors who are searching for something meaningful and hopeful, and a place to worship by singing and praying together as a church. Recently, I had the opportunity to visit and hike in Zion National Park in Utah. And if you had a chance to travel to this wonderful place, you know that there are many challenging and beautiful trails to hike. One of them is Angel's Landing, which is a very narrow, steep, and breathtaking hike. It requires a permit to access the last part of the hike, and many people back out once they realize how challenging, treacherous, and threatening this hike is. As people leave Zion National Park, and after hopefully many days of successful hiking, they would like to have a t-shirt like this one to display their accomplishments. But in reality, this is what the t-shirt says. It is probably something we all can relate to more, especially if you're afraid of heights like I am. The shirt reminded me about all the thriving covenant churches that are taking a risk, reaching for new heights, not afraid of the unknown, by entering and walking on some treacherous and perhaps perceived as personally threatening paths to reach more people for Christ, to connect with their neighbors who are opening to hear the good news, and to become a relevant meeting place in their community, rather than seeing all the neighbors' cars drive by their facility. And, as we all know, there's no permit required to take the church to new heights. So I'm grateful and encouraged and inspired by their commitment to the gospel and to the Great Commission of being faithful and fruitful. So on behalf of all of us at NCP, I would like to thank you for allowing us to participate in your ministry. If you're looking at aligning your budget to your vision of ministry, creating and inviting a meaningful place for conversation, impact, and reaching your neighbors, or if you like your investments to support the mission of your church or other covenant churches, I would encourage you to connect with our team, look at our website, and to invite and allow NCP to be part of your dreams. We would love to serve you as ministry partners of NCP. As we journey together on our shared mission, collectively we can move the ministry forward and reach more people for God. As our tagline says, you invest, we lend, and ministry grows. We're encouraged and excited by faithful participation, intentional partnership, and missional stewardship and impact. And Madam Moderator, that concludes my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.